Hello, love. This is Eve Christoph, your Love Life Muse. This is Eve's Eden, Divine Feminine channel, here to show you how it is that all the world problems of today stem from one thing, which is the absence of the feminine. We could say absence, sublimation, um, ignorance of, suppression of, disappearance of the feminine. You could say fear of the feminine or demonization of the feminine. So a friend of mine recently, he goes, Eve, it's a desert out there. Like, I cannot find the feminine anywhere. I don't even know how to get laid anymore because she's just not out and about showing her magical energy. There's no feminine energy to interact with. And I'm thinking about, watching Rachel Maddow, who I adore, with her big black glasses on and her short hair, and then Lady Gaga comes on with the same big huge black glasses and her raggedy pink hair, and then you have Ali Wong comes on with some absurd little hair bow and huge dark black glasses again. Why are the women doing these things that are so anti-beauty, It's because they want to be taken seriously. They want to be treated like their mind has importance, and they feel that if they're feminine in any way, that they will not be treated as full humans. They will not have their integrity, their safety, and their intellect valued unless they look like a guy. And so you see this epidemic of, like, all the women are wearing black, gray, baggy clothes, men's clothes, little buttons up here, And if a woman dresses really feminine and flouncy, everybody's like, oh, she's a sexual being, but she's not an intellectual being. And it's a choice. It's a sacrifice if you're going to really dress that way to, you're going to evoke the attraction of the men around you, but you're not going to necessarily get anybody to listen to you if you have something you want to say. So it's an epidemic of lack of valuing, believing that the feminine is whole, that she is to be trusted, that she's grounded and she's smart, and, So what I want to say to you is, when you look around and it feels like a desert out there, it really is. It really is a desert of the feminine. And then you go to another culture where there's a whole level at which the women are supported to be in their feminine energy, whether it's supported in a really macho way because at least they're supported to be stay-at-home moms, or they're supported to be beautiful. And you'll see these women in their feminine energy and their feminine clothing and their feminine way of talking, and it'll just be like a fountain, like, oh my God, a woman. I had a friend visit me here in New England, and New England is the worst because, I love this about New England, that we have fought for our independence so hard. The suffragette movement happened, and the burning of the witches happened here, and women have become very hard, very fierce, and so you can basically count on it that in New England, if you even so much as whistle at a woman or say anything, she's going to call you a predator and a sexual harasser, because this is the place where women are demanding to be treated with respect and equality for their intellect, but they have sublimated and cut off their feminine needs and nature and become like men in order to show that they can be valued by being as like men as much as possible. So it's a tragedy, because in the standing up for ourselves as women, we have actually lost completely our feminine flow, and so it is a desert out there. My friend from Brazil, he was just like, I looked around, I was just trying to find one woman who seemed in her feminine energy, who looked like a woman, and I was looking with him through his eyes. I was like, oh gosh, this woman's huffing across the street, this other one's like, in this business little mood, dragging her kid across the street. Another one is like fromping along. She's completely let her body go. She's wearing like baggy everything. Another girl comes along. She's like really efficient, and she's like, looks like she's in charge of everything, looking at her watch. Just like 100 different ways of women being guys. You have another woman, she comes along, and she's just like just kind of dull, just no joy, nothing lights her up her face, just she's trudging along through her day, you know. So the feminine, to bring her back when she's around, we all know she brings joy, she brings magic, she brings refreshment, she brings laughter, and that polarity of that flirtation. Where is she? How do you find her, darling? How do you bring her back? Well, watch my next video about um, how to get the tantric woman, because really she's got to be evoked. She's got to be, at this point, she's so buried, she must be evoked. Okay? So we're going to get some practice in the evocation of the goddess coming up next. Much love, darling.